You know how most historical sites give you a plaque, a gift shop, and maybe an overpriced coffee? Well, the Church of the Holy Sepulcher isn't just any site. This is the place many Christians believe is the tomb of Jesus Christ himself. Yeah, kind of a big deal. We're talking about the location that's been worshipped, fought over, renovated, sealed, and argued about for almost 20 years. And in 2016, for the first time in centuries, scientists cracked it open like a cosmic piñata, only instead of candy. They found something far more jaw-dropping. Today, we're going deep into the story of Jesus' tomb, the shocking discovery scientists made when they opened it, and the wild centuries of drama that led to that moment. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around for fact number 10, because it's the kind of twist that makes Indiana Jones look like a tourist with a selfie stick. Let's dive in. Number 1, the most important tomb in Christianity. Forget celebrity graves or ancient pharaoh pyramids, this tomb is the crown jewel. According to the New Testament, Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected right here, in a tomb carved out of stone near Golgotha, the hill of crucifixion. It's basically the entire foundation of Christianity in one GPS pin. Billions of people believe this is the spot where death was defeated. Meanwhile, my greatest victory is remembering where I parked at Walmart. But where exactly was this tomb? That brings us to number 2, the quest for Christ's resting place. Enter Emperor Constantine the Great, the man who decided, let's turn Christianity into an empire-sized franchise. Around 326 CE, his mother, Helena, history's original holy influencer, went on a mission to Jerusalem to find Jesus' burial site. And according to tradition, she nailed it. Literally, legend says she even found the true cross. That discovery led to the first church being built on the site we know today. Now, you'd think once the world's most powerful emperor puts his stamp on a tomb, the mystery's solved. But nope, history had more plot twists than a Netflix thriller. Number 3, Crusaders, collapses, and centuries of renovation. The Church of the Holy Sepulcher didn't exactly age gracefully. Over the centuries, wars, fires, earthquakes, and Crusader renovations turned it into a historical patchwork quilt. By the 1500s, Franciscan friars had to step in, patch up the bell tower, and slap on a marble slab over the tomb to keep eager pilgrims from digging in like overeager archaeologists at a backyard barbecue. That slab? It stayed sealed for almost 500 years. So what happens when you seal something that long? Well, eventually, someone's gonna want to peek inside. Number 4, the sealed crypt. In 1555, the Franciscans sealed the tomb with marble. Imagine the world's holiest do not open sticker, except it lasted for centuries. For generations, pilgrims would come, kneel, and pray at a slab of marble, never knowing what was underneath. That marble wasn't just protecting limestone, it was hiding centuries of secrets. And here's the thing about secrets, they don't like staying buried. Number 5, enter the scientists. Fast forward to 2016. After centuries of water damage and structural stress, the church was crumbling like a 2-day-old cookie. So, a team of scientists from the National Technical University of Athens finally got permission to renovate and explore. And for the first time in hundreds of years, the marble slab covering Jesus' tomb was lifted. This was like opening the world's most sacred time capsule. No pressure. Number 6, the moment of revelation. Under the marble slab, researchers found an older layer of marble engraved with a cross, dating back to the Crusaders. Beneath that, the original limestone burial bed where many believe Jesus' body once lay. Think about that. Untouched since the 4th century, hidden under layers of stone and mystery, and suddenly revealed under the floodlights of modern science. It was like history whispering, "Surprise!" But here's the kicker, they didn't just find a slab. They found something that could rewrite timelines. Number 7. Carbon dating and ancient proof. Samples taken from the tomb confirmed something extraordinary. The limestone surface dated back to the mid-4th century, right around Constantine's time. That's almost 1,700 years of uninterrupted history. Even skeptics had to admit this wasn't just some random grave. This was the real deal, or at least the closest we're ever gonna get. But before you think it was all discovery and high fives, let me tell you, the church itself has its own soap opera. Number 8. The Mystery of the Immovable Ladder. For over 250 years, a wooden ladder has sat on a ledge above the entrance of the church, unmoved, untouched, and basically trolling everyone who walks by. Why? Because the church is jointly run by Roman Catholic, Greek Orthodox, and Armenian apostolic leaders, and nobody can agree on who gets to move it, so it just sits there for centuries. Think about it. They can renovate Jesus' tomb, but they can't move a ladder. If that's not divine irony, I don't know what is. But even with ladders frozen in place, progress had to be made. Number 9. The Great Restoration. The 2016 project wasn't just archaeology, it was survival. The edicule, the shrine housing the tomb, was literally being held up by iron scaffolding since 1947. It was one earthquake away from collapsing like a Jenga tower. The scientists not only reinforced the structure but also preserved the sacred limestone inside with modern technology, ensuring it would last for generations. Faith and science high-five that day. And finally, number 10, the bigger mystery. Even with all the discoveries, the limestone bed, the carbon dating, the ancient engravings, there's still no absolute proof this was Jesus' tomb. Wars, destruction, and centuries of rebuilding erased a lot of evidence. But here's the fascinating part. Despite the lack of definitive proof, this site has inspired centuries of faith, pilgrimage, and devotion. In other words, this story might be bigger than the evidence. So maybe the greatest discovery wasn't the stone slab under the marble, it was the reminder that sometimes history is about more than what we can prove. It's about what we believe, preserve, and pass down. And that's why the Church of the Holy Sepulcher remains one of the most powerful, contested, and awe-inspiring sites on Earth. Now here's what I want to know. If you had the chance to open one sealed mystery from history, what would it be? The tomb of Alexander the Great? The lost library of Alexandria? Or maybe just the secret recipe for Coca-Cola? Drop your pick in the comments. I'm curious which mysteries keep you up at night. And hey, if you enjoyed this journey through history's holiest renovation project, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because we've got more stories where faith, mystery, and history collide. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next one.